Knowshon just disappeared on us. What? Where'd Knowshon go? What's up, everyone? TPL. It is Aaron Murray, Tavarres King, Ben Jones. Knowshon was just with us, but then I told him that he needed to behave himself tonight, and I guess he did not like that too much because he jumped off. So, no, he was having a little connection issue. So we will get Knowshon and his honesty up real soon. Appreciate everyone joining us on a Sunday night. Dogs take care of business, 34-20 against the Gators. Moved to 7-1, 5-1 the SEC. It wasn't pretty at times, but guess what? It was a win against a rival, an SEC win, and the march to Atlanta continues. The Aggies lose, which clears things up for the Dogs to get to Atlanta, which was a big one for South Carolina to win. So overall, should be a lot of celebrating, a lot of happiness. Instead, because we are pampered, greedy SOBs that just care about winning championships, we're never satisfied. We're going to be bitching and moaning. No, I'm kidding. We won't, but I know Georgia fans are still a little bit upset about the way in which you won the football game. Once again, Tavarres, Knowshon, Ben in the house. Let's go around the horn, and we're going to touch on everything tonight, everyone. Quarterback play calls, defense, what Florida looked like, a little Billy Napier, all that will be hit throughout the show. Make sure you drop your comments in the YouTube and then obviously at Knowshon, TK, Ben, or myself if you have anything specific for us to answer. All right, round the horn. Let's start with TK. We'll start with positivity and work our way to negativity. TK, first up, just your emotions watching the game on Saturday.
I mean that first drive looked promising. First drive looked very promising. Everybody looked dialed in until we got to the red zone. Obviously, we'd like to stick it in the end zone there at the end of that one. But I thought out wide, I thought my guys played pretty well. I thought we bounced back, caught the ball well. Route running was good. We were where we needed to be when we needed to be there. But let's go ahead and talk about what we need to talk about. Quarterback play. I know you talked about it a little bit on your snaps and stuff. My issue there, my biggest issue there is just kind of some stuff you said. It's him trying to do too much and just not taking your checkdowns, not taking what's there. You see him on that second pick. I think they had a little hammer concept where you got the slot guy pulling the underneath guy out for the dig, and slot guy's wide open, brother. Slot guy's right there wide open on the hitch. Just take that and we'll keep on rolling down the field. Trust your guys and they'll do the rest. But yeah, man, I was watching it. I was just a little
I thought your receivers played well, though. I thought it was one of the better games from the receivers. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, I thought we played great out wide. Like I said, I thought we did our thing, but just collectively, it didn't look. It's so crazy, bro. Like everybody in our league is just so up and down, so hot and cold. Like even Texas A&M, it's nuts. There's no consistency. I guess we could say.
Yeah, that's college football this year. Ben, I thought to me, just real quick, and then we'll get to Ben. I thought all the units played well besides Carson's mistakes. I thought the running backs played well. I thought the line played well. I thought the receivers played well. So we're getting closer to playing what I would consider elite football in the sense of no one could beat us if we all put it together. So Ben, your reactions just as a whole, and then maybe offensive line a little bit as well.
Yeah, never in doubt. I didn't think we were going to win that game. I knew we were going to put it together at some point. Turnovers. We talk about it every week. We got to protect the ball. I think that's a big thing. I know I feel like Carson's trying to do too much at times. He's trying to fit some throws in there when you're like, dude, it's not there. Let's just live another day. Let's roll out. Let's throw it away. Let's check it down. But I wouldn't want another quarterback in there on our roster. He's going to win his games when we have to. He can make every throw, and we just got to be more consistent because one of these games is going to hurt us. And we got some big ones coming up in the next couple of weeks, and we need his best. O-line, we blocked guys. We ran for 140-something yards. I want to be able to run the ball better in the red zone. Like, we shouldn't be throwing picks in the red zone because we should be running it in. We have backs. We're supposed to be downhill, getting the ball to this guy, feeding the back. I don't know what ETN ended up going out with, but I feel like Frazier came in. He did his job. I feel like we're going to see more of him now because, well, Cash did his thing. Caught some balls out the backfield. We missed him on a deep one. On one of them, I wish we'd have got that one back. But overall, when you beat a rival, it's a huge win. Like, yes, we want to beat by 40 and dominate the game. Every one of these games at the end of the year, we just got to win. Yeah. And whatever it takes, we got to win by one. And each one of these games are getting bigger and bigger, just like we wanted it. We talked about it after the Alabama game. All we got to do is win. It ain't got to be style points. It ain't got to be that. We just got to win at this point.
Amen to that. Knowshon, your boy Frazier, he looked like you run the football. He's angry. He's a pissed off SOB.
Man, I just totally love it. I love the way I've been saying that from the beginning, that he just brings a different energy, a different just explosion in the way that he hits the hole. Just differently than other backs. He just does. You know what I mean? So I've been raving about him since the beginning. So it was really good to see him have a game that he did. I think that O-line did a good job of front blocking, right? Ben talked about that. But you is funny though. There's a little bit of the homer in you, Ben, when it comes to I wouldn't rather have any other quarterback in the world than get the hell out of here. I'd rather have Shadoran back there.
He didn't say anyone else. He said on the roster.
On our roster.
Roster.
Okay. Well, who else would you have on the roster? Yeah, I'd rather have Carson back on my roster.
Well, I'd rather go get Will Campbell too from LSU.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's better than any other quarterback we have.
I'll go take some of those freshman receiver from Ohio State, and
yeah. I saw you.
We're not like mid-season free agency here, like on the roster.
He said that. I was like, he rather have. So yeah, thank you for correcting that one, Ben. But
I'm surprised you weren't out there writing that on a piece of paper as Ben was saying that, like in your notepad.
I was just bring it up there, right there and there. Yeah, man, I would have liked not to be down at the half. Isn't that kind of weird? I mean, we talk Florida team. Come on, let's get real here. You know what I mean? It should be the other way around. We're up at half, and they got to come back and get us. Like, stop playing with that. Number one. Then number two, we need better play by the quarterback. It is what it is, but it's both sides of the ball at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, we can't complain. We said it earlier. We can't complain about a win. We're getting wins, man. It is what it is. But like what Ben mentioned, man, when it counts, we're gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But shoot, come on, dude. Versus Florida, it is kind of weird in the SEC. Back to TK's point, all these different teams playing well. That's just the SEC for you. Every game you're gonna be in the game. Every game is a rival game. That's why people are coming to SEC, right? You're gonna be able to play these top-notch teams every week and make a name for yourself. Yo, you be the team that knocked them off. You feel me? And then maybe, hey, get yourself into talking to get in that playoffs and start working your way down the ranks. Like, that's what I love about the SEC. And shoot, it's no change this year. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get the best, but at the same time, man, I mean, we can say that we want to be up a half versus Florida, man. Come on now.
Listen,
I would like to.
Yeah, I get it, but like Florida's. I had them 2 weeks over Kentucky. That's a good football team that's playing better on both sides of the football.
The lag went down and kind of.
Yeah, I mean, once lag went down, you should put the foot on the throat.
We had no worries.
Right.
I agree. I will say this: like when he threw that first touchdown and the way things were looking, I was like, oh man, like this is gonna be a ball game because that dude is pretty damn talented.
Yeah.
But we can't always depend on that happening, like someone getting hurt. Like 100%. If he did play the whole game, that could. We talking about they dropped 20 with the backup in, with the backup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the backup. I can't take.
That's crazy.
I don't even know if that guy's on scholarship. Is he? He was like a transfer from Yale. Yeah. I mean, defense played fine. It was the one play over the top. Other than that, the defense did their thing. Like it was squarely the offense and the turnovers were the biggest issue. And to Ben's point, and I think this is what's frustrating for fans. There was never a doubt Georgia was going to win, especially when DJ went out. And then even with DJ in, like I still think the defense would have done enough to maybe create some confusion for the freshman quarterback. But it's knowing that just like what cost us a victory against Alabama, having to fight from 28 points down because of turnovers, it's going to cost you at some point in a game
yeah.
against an elite team, whether that's against Oregon or Ohio State or Penn State or whoever it may be. I don't care. Like at some point down the line, you play like this, you ain't going to win a national championship. And that is the standard at Georgia now. Like, let's all be serious. The standard is you are a national championship caliber football team. You're the most talented roster in America. You have 5 stars littered everywhere. You have first rounder, second rounder, third. You got everything. The standard is here. Like it or don't like it. That's what it is right now. And so for fans to see that that standard is not being met, they're upset. So I get it because they know it's going to bite you in the ass at some point this season, and you ain't going to be walking out there with a national championship. So to me, I did walk away, like I said a few minutes ago, where I feel great about the defense. I feel good about the running back room because of Frazier, and then obviously knowing what Etienne can do. I feel really good about the O-line. I saw more consistency from the receivers and tight ends this game than we've seen all year. So like everything is right there. Like I said in my video this morning that I posted on my other channel, it feels like everything's right there for us if we can just clean up the turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been around a quarterback that has had the turnover issues that Carson has had this season? It has been 5 games in a row. So dating back to Alabama on September 28th, 3 picks. No picks versus Auburn, 2 picks versus Mississippi State, 3 picks versus Texas, 3 picks versus Florida. So all 11 INTs have been in the last 5 games. Have you been around a quarterback that's kind of been in a funk like this? And do you say anything to him, or is this like a pitcher where you just kind of let him figure it out by himself? Like, do guys on the roster need to go up to Carson, you think? 5th-year senior, 23 years old, been there, done that? Or is this like a Carson got to figure that shit out kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, he got to figure it out on his own. Like, it ain't like a let's get it going. I mean, he's been there, he's done it, he's played in big games, he's been intricate in big games. Like, he knows what to do. It's about doing it. I think it's about getting back to the little things. I mean, we mentioned little bitty things earlier that he can do, and that's taking your check downs, getting back to the basics. So I I think it'll be easy for him to kind of click back to getting back to himself and being the Carson that we all know and love.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys ever had to deal with that where it's anything you two on the bottom?
I've been with a quarterback we set a record for 6 straight games with a pick 6.
Ooh. What do
Who
you
was
say?
that? That Tannehill? No. Who was that?
Hold up. Let me see. Don't even tell us. Let's try to. Is it in Tennessee?
Nope.
Or is it in Houston?
It was in Houston.
Pro Bowl of the year before led us to the divisional round.
Shab?
Oh,
6 straight games of pick 6s?
That's gross.
What do you say to a guy like that? Like, what's the locker room like? Give some insight to how delicate of a situation like that is unpracticed and in the locker room.
At that point, he's like our leader. He's a guy you trust.
Yeah,
we didn't want anybody else in there. It's the same situation we're here at Carson here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody on that roster was better than him. And we're just like, hey, it was just like everybody was. It was like one of those freak things: tip pass on a bootleg to the house, somebody jump a hitch route to the house. Like they had these tendencies we had to break, and they were just literally. It was one week after another. We're like, this cannot keep happening. And it would always be like first drive of the game. We're like, oh my goodness, did they got our call sheet? Like, what is going on?
They got the first 12. They got the first 12.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
As Carson, if he was a young guy and I was a veteran, I'd be like, hey, I need you, bud. Like, hey, let's make up these. But he knows what's going on. He knows he's forcing it. So the one's gonna say something to him is Bobo. Bobo's gonna be like, hey, what the hell are we doing here? Like, check this down. Like,
well, freaking Kirby said it too in the game. Kirby said it in the game.
Yeah, you can say it as a player. I mean, what
Kirby say to him?
It's not like they're scared of him or worried about anything. Him leaving, he's a 5th-year guy. Like they're going to say something to him, and they got to put him in situations because in play action, when it's clear, they blitz him. He sees it. It's when they drop guys, and he's trying to fit things in when guys hit, and he's trying to make a play.
Yep.
And that's what we want. We want him to make plays. And hey, the next game we're going to come back and say when we beat Ole Miss, hey, he made the throws. That's the Carson we wanted to see.
Yeah.
I'll say this about him too. Like, and Kirby said this: the throws that he is completing are high level throws. Like, it is impressive some of the throws he's making, and it's just that's the head scratcher of like, how do you have 70 to 80% of your game, which is played at a high level, and then you have these 5 to 10 plays that you just are scratching your head. Like, how do you go from this to this within 2-3 series? Like, I think the inconsistency is the problem. I do like to Ben's point, the trying to force it, because that's what he did a lot last year, and fans were not happy with that. Of like, why aren't we pushing the ball down the field? Why aren't we taking shots? Well, he's trying to take some shots when he doesn't need to. So I think he's trying to figure out where he is right now, and I think I would lean more towards the way he played last year than obviously the way he's playing now. This is a team that run the football, take care of it, play great defense, play field position. You're going to win a championship. I do not want to look at the stat sheet and see that we threw the ball 40 times and ran it 32. That should not be the case with this football team. With this offensive line and these running backs and this defense, it should be the other way around. It should be, if we have 72 plays, it should be 40 runs, 32 passes.
But that comes with scoring, though. You know, when you down at half, you got to pass the ball to get back into the game, number one, and then you want to get up.
But it's been multiple games, Knowshon. It's been multiple games where we're throwing the piss out of it.
Yeah, I get it. And earlier in the season, we were saying that was maybe to get Carson's confidence up. You know, getting ready for that Alabama game and getting ready for some of these the Texas game. It's like getting his confidence back up because he didn't have a great game in the big game. And then when you convert only, I think 4 out of 11 third downs, like you can't stay on the field. So it's more than just, let's not run, let's not pass. But the game is not calling for that. The game is calling to pass. But I see what you're saying, though. Some other games maybe
There's
not.
There's been multiple other games where it seems like it's just.
But
some of it is because of the RPO world. Like a lot of these passes are design runs, and then you're throwing it because of the box count. So like I get it. Like that is added to the pass count compared to years past.
And it wasn't like we was just moving people around early on either.
And not only that, when Carson looks better, no one's complaining that we threw it 40 times. Oh, he had 400 and some yards, 40 passes. Okay,
but it's been 5 games. It's been 5 straight games.
Come on, you can't have it both times, both ways, Aaron.
I'm not having it both ways. I've always been I want to run the football. I want to run the football. Our best player is ETN. I want to run the football. Said it last week. Said it multiple weeks. ETN is the best player.
Let's get up on teams and start pounding the rock. What do you want me to say?
Would love that.
I just want some explosives.
TDs in the red zone.
Thank you. And some explosives and TDs in the red zone. We got to finish the drill. We keep talking about that.
Finish it.
I thought Bobo called a good game, to be honest. Like I have no issue with the game plan. I thought they moved the ball. I thought they executed. It was self-inflicted wounds from the players. Nothing to do with the play calling.
Oh, he threw it all. We had 300-something yards passing, 150 yards rushing. Like we moved the ball. Yeah. We moved it up and down the field. We just turned it over every once in a while.
Let me ask a question to the quarterback in the room. I believe there's different levels, right? When it comes to arm strength, right? There's that quarterback can only throw 5 yards or whatever, or to 10 yards, right? Or the deep ball only. That 15 to 20 range, you got to have a nice little arm for that. I feel like for that range, right?
But that's what his specialty was. Like you remember, those deep cross, like the deep crosses and the dig routes.
That's what he tried to fit in there on that second pick. Yeah, like that dig.
That's what I'm saying. Does he have that arm to be able to put that in a tight window? In a tight window? Okay. I'm just making sure. I haven't. Yes, it's been so long since I've seen it. Usually, I feel like he puts it in a tight window, 10 yards or less. But other than that, the guys are kind of open. Am I tripping?
Some of the plays, to me, his best throws are in that 15 to 25 yard range.
15 to 25 yard? That's the best.
Yes.
In windows? I mean, like in wide open or like. I got to put it on the
both,
guy.
Of course.
I
wouldn't say it's like
so long.
goatee.
That's on me.
Staff would have zipped that one in there.
No, not the second one.
There was 100 people there.
It was.
Yeah, there was not a.
But if
there
it was
there
no-
was no there was no window. There was zero
What?
You
window.
don't think?
There was
He
no
always
window
has a
there.
window. Stats
There was
always have
no
a window.
window.
It's
There was
always
no
a
fitting it
window
in.
with
Hey,
stats.
No.
stats.
It's
It's a
always
windy, and
a
it might be
window.
over the top window, like drop it
No,
in.
no, 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 no.
Nah.
There was zero window to throw that football. There
That
was
was
not
like
a
a
single
do not
opening
throw
spot.
this, fam.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
That
I
one had
feel
the
it.
blackout curtain over the window. Like
Yeah.
you need to go to the next window.
Oh, that was
I
a
think
bad
I think he
one.
does. I guess that in that range, it's just been. I feel like it's been a while, but now he's hitting people from 10 yards. I mean, crossers. I love that angle, by the way, too. That sky cam angle,
Oh,
you can see the
love it.
people open. I'm like, throw it right there on the end route. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
throws it
smooth.
into completion.
Oh, I love that.
Hmm.
It's BLST. Does Beck really have another eligibility? I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to sue the NCAA, you probably can find another one. But technically, no, he does not have any more eligibility left. Check downs from Alex Page. Check downs, move the ball and put you in manageable down distance, and trust that those guys are going to make someone miss. Like the one where he almost threw a pick. It was a dig route with a sit down. It was like a 3rd and 10 situation. 2 high safeties. You're going to high low the linebacker. The linebacker gets depth. You check it down. I think it goes to Lawson. And if he catches it, hopefully he can make a guy miss. It's 1-on-1. Like he's got it. At that point, you have to say, hey, Lawson, I gave you the football with 3 or 4 yards of separation. You need to go get the first down. Instead, he tries to throw to Aaron on a dig route. Ball almost gets picked.
Right.
Aaron somewhat catches it, gets knocked out. Not he doesn't get knocked out, but the ball gets knocked out, incompletion. But that was almost another easy pick right there. It's like you have to trust your guys that, hey, I'm going to do my job. Like this is offensive line talk here. I'm going to do my job. I have to trust the guy next to me is going to do his. And I have to trust the guy next to me. If I put the ball in his hands, he's going to make someone miss. You can't play the game worried about this guy's going to make a mistake.
And a
And
prime
I feel
example
like-
of that.
yes.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go.
What do you feel? I feel like real quick, the prime example of that is when he checked it down to Cash and he made someone miss and put his shoulder down and scored. That's just a prime example, but go ahead.
No, I think that's perfect right there. 100%. 100%. You got to trust those guys. I love Cash.
Yeah, he did that on that run. Yeah, he did
Cash, Dan Jackson.
Eagle White. Is that what you're talking about?
Eagle White on both sides of the football.
Oh my goodness.
Both sides of the football. Both sides of the football. Stafford just threw a game-winning touchdown on OT.
From the O-line. That was good to see him back in there.
Yep,
That was
that's
big.
true. Someone I know someone in the chat said like DJ was only 2 for 6. I mean, early in the game had a beautiful deep ball. Like, is it a little bit concerning knowing going forward that Florida may have the best quarterback in this rivalry going forward for the next couple of years, or does Florida open the bag and bring DJ to Georgia if Billy gets fired?
That's the thing. You
Somebody-
never know right
somebody's
now.
gonna
Someone
pay.
might get it back.
Yeah.
You're right. You just never know nowadays.
Yeah.
Someone might just get it back.
I thought he looked really good though, like early on. I mean, just poised, kind of. He didn't look rattled. I thought Lagway looked good. So that is kind of scary, knowing he's gonna be there for a little minute, for real. Can he can run too, huh?
Oh, he can
move a little
haul.
bit. Yeah. So
He
yeah,
can
that's kind of scary, fellas.
You see how we stemmed a double-A again, and this time we've got to Tampa instead of bringing blitz over. We were showing him different stuff. We were trying to see if he would throw us one early. We showed him 0 and played non-traditional Tampa behind it. I was like, he took off. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, I like him. So I want to ask this to you guys about Billy Napier, because obviously he's on the hot seat. Florida is 4-4. Their remaining schedule is Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Florida State. Yeah, so they're going to get the 5. It's a matter, can you sneak in one of those other ones? Almost beat Tennessee in Knoxville. I think a lot of I don't know what DJ, like if DJ's not playing, if DJ's out for a while, then obviously no chance. But if DJ's in, I think they can maybe sneak one of those games, maybe. But regardless, based on limited, I don't know how much you guys have watched for this year. Obviously, I've watched more just because it's my job to do it. Do you think, from what you saw in this game, third string quarterback, the way they battled, how competitive it was for 3 quarters with a third guy, should Florida keep Billy Napier?
Man, I go back and forth on this. Like when they was playing bad, bro. I mean, Yeah, when they was playing bad early on and last year, I was like, man, he give him some time, and it looks like it's kind of working out because these guys are playing for him and they're playing a better caliber of ball, so it looks like a different Florida team. So it looks like it's going in the right direction. So I would say he's buying himself a little bit of time with the way that he's got the Florida Gators playing right now. So get a W in one of these, and yeah, he's there for sure. He's still there.
Yeah. He's got to win one of them, and of course, he's going to beat Florida State at the end of the year.
I agree.
I agree. I mean, if every week they were getting blown out, I mean, I would see that. I mean, I feel like the games that they lost were games that everyone really kind of thought they were going to lose anyway, right? But they played those games in the competitive fashion, you know what I mean? And then they won the other games pretty big. So it's like,
I mean,
if it wasn't for this
there was
schedule,
blowout losses.
That's what I'm saying.
Miami is like elite.
That was the first game.
It's kind of like it helps them that.
That's what I'm saying.
That on everyone.
They at least showed up.
Yeah,
at least they showed up, man. I mean, if it wasn't for the schedule, they could easily, have 7 wins or or maybe 8. You know, what I'm saying, if it wasn't for the schedule, it's just brutal. But if they could at least compete in these games, like shoot, you're up on Georgia. Like, what do you want me to? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can continue to compete like that versus these next couple of opponents, and then like Ben said, win that last one, you got to get one more. I think you got to get one more.
No doubt. He's bringing it. He got him. He got that DB. He's getting some guys.
Got a couple receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, they played that game competitive without their best receiver and with a
corner,
essentially a walk-on corner. Yeah, without their top corner, without their top receiver, and with a essentially like walk-on quarterback.
Yeah. Good grief. Yeah, man. The inconsistency has got to get better, bro. Like we can't. Like, yeah, we gonna run into a buzzsaw, bro. We gonna run into a buzzsaw if we play like that right there against this next stretch. Somebody asked in the chat who's got the harder stretch, us or Florida, coming up. I would say them, but ours ain't no hoe either.
No,
the next two. Yeah,
next.
I feel better about Tennessee because their offense is just still in somewhat standstill at the moment, and we got them at home. But next week,
yeah,
and we'll get to that on either Wednesday or Thursday. We do our next show, but like Ole Miss, woo baby, watch that game.
Nice too.
Good grief.
Very nice.
The boys hung 63.
Yeah, and 5 tugs.
They was out there hooping.
Oh my God.
TK
63, dog.
I think they had a receiver go for 250 and 5 tugs.
Yeah,
man, we got to put them on the prize pistols this week.
Interesting one. And they got a defense this year. Ole Miss, they got defense. We'll save that discussion for later. Anything more am I missing? Someone in the chat asked something for TK. Hunter H here. Question for TK: how do you feel about D Bell? I feel like he's our best all-around receiver, especially red zone threat.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to say who's our best all-around receiver. I think he's the most versatile. I think he can mix it up for sure. And definitely probably the best off the line. Big physical catch kind of guy. So yeah, it's tough to say who's the best because they all have been making plays when we've needed them to. Dom's a guy that can get in there and mix it up too. So it's tough, man. But I love Dylan Bell. And you see what he said. Knowshon, he's a receiver. So.
I mean, I think his numbers look better. Hold on, what did his numbers look? I know he had 1 for 30, I think, on rushing. But he
only had 6 carries for 92 yards this year, but 30 catches for 360 and 4 touchdowns. Yeah. So.
But I wouldn't be mad at us doing more with him, though. Like we said, like we mentioned before, like, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Oh my goodness. You could take him as a receiver this year, and next year we'll get him at the back, or what's his year? What is it for him? Junior.
Bell?
Yeah.
Bell's a junior. Off topic here from Snooky. Question for Murray, the SC Championship game, what was the intended play and target there? Well, I knew TK was going to come in the game. You were supposed to be out.
I just got knocked the fuck. I just got smacked.
Your dumbass shouldn't have come in the game because they could have substituted and run out the clock, and we never even had a play.
Listen,
But anyways, it was to Malcolm on a back shoulder and miscommunication up front. Free guy tipped it, and we all know the rest from there. So, all right, I want to go one more fun thing off topic here, because Alex and Lindy in the chat said it. Cam Ward is balling right now.
Balling.
So Heisman at the moment, it seems like it is Cam Ward, Travis Hunter,
Mm-hmm.
Dylan
Oregon?
Gabriel,
Mm-hmm.
and then
The
Shanti
receiver.
Genty.
Oh,
Genty.
Gentry. Oh, yeah. I almost
Gentry.
forgot about Gentry. Where did he
Ooh.
go this week?
How we forget about him?
I don't
Boy?
know how.
We didn't. I just mentioned him. Gentry.
Yeah, you almost forgot. You mentioned
No,
last.
no.
You should have been up there.
Genty.
1-2.
Should be.
Well, because I always screw up his name. His name's tough. Ashton Genty.
He tried to go quarterbacks first. That's what he tried to do.
He always do that.
That's
Travis,
what I'm talking about.
Travis. I said Travis second.
Who went first?
Cam, because I think he's the favorite.
Quarterback.
I said Cam,
always
Travis.
doing that,
Those
bro.
are like my 1,
Should have
2.
been Cam. Oh, that's your one too? Oh, now you give
Yeah.
it those your one too.
Actually,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going Travis. Actually, my 1.
Yeah, for me, it'd be
I
hard
love
not to give it
Cam.
to Travis. It'd be hard, bro. Ain't nobody playing 140 snaps a game.
I know.
Every
That's
game.
stupid.
Come on, man.
They
What's his name
may,
goes
they may
undefeated.
make
I'd
it.
give it to him. Dylan.
I know. That's the one thing.
I don't know if
He
anybody's
was
gonna
going
beat him.
some.
Yeah, the way Clemson looked yesterday, I thought Clemson, but Clemson may not even make the dang ACC championship game. Miami may play SMU.
SMU put a thumping on Pitt.
Oh my God.
We had some good wins yesterday for us. Iowa State losing, Clemson losing again, getting some other teams out of there. Get them on out of there. Get them a loss. Pitt losing. Some of them teams we can't have them going undefeated.
What you was talking about, Aaron? Where are you going with that though? My fault. With the
Give me your. I'm asking. What would everyone? How would you rank your 4? I'm going Travis 1, Cam 2, Genty 3, Dylan 4.
Ooh, I'm going
Like
Cam.
mm-hmm.
I'm going Dylan Gabriel. They don't lose, and he's in a big conference. Then I'm going the running back from Boise. I can't say his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm going Shadur. I know he's not in it. Then I'm going Travis
Hey,
Hunter.
open up
Yeah,
the
really?
playbook. Yeah, I'm talking about. That was number 4. You going number 4?
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
going
that.
Shadur.
Number 1?
I ain't nah. Ooh.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
Genty. No, I'm going Travis number 1, Genty 2,
Okay.
Cam 3, and then I like that shit. No, Dylan Gabriel. I think Dylan Gabriel.
He's good. He's solid.
Yeah.
What about if
Yeah.
Colorado? What if Colorado wins the
Wins
Big
out.
12
Shadur.
and is in the playoff? You pick
So,
Shedeur over Travis?
This is
No.
I'm going. We were
He's
almost the
who's
same
making
way.
the plays.
TK. I
He's
don't
throwing
know.
him the ball.
Yeah.
What Travis is doing right now is
crazy.
Like never been seen for like what the past
Man.
for 30 years. 130 snaps, and he's the best player on the field when he's out there on defense and offense.
I agree.
Give me Travis. Give me Gentry. Give me I think Cam and then Shador. I'm definitely putting Shador in there.
I like it.
I'm putting Shador in there.
The
It's
problem
just,
with
it's just
Shedeur,
hard
they're
not to
gonna-
put
they're
that Gabriel
Gabriel
kid in there. It's
Right,
hard not
right.
to
And
put
that's
him in
saying with
Right.
Dylan. He's winning.
there. Yeah.
Right.
Would
I can
you,
understand that.
for Colorado's sake, say Colorado does win the Big 12? Should one of them like essentially bow out so they don't steal votes from the other one?
We both in
Because that's
New
the
York.
problem. Like they're gonna steal votes from each other.
we both in New York. Man. What you talking about?
Yeah, but like if it's both in New York and none of them win, or one of them wins because they get the vote the other one got.
Listen, bro, that's an experience you can't.
No, I know.
Yeah,
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
throwing
it out there.
Lost. I didn't even know
Just
where
for conversation.
Just
for
I
conversation
know who was stealing points. All that shit.
Just trying to get Travis a Heisman. That's all I'm trying to do over here. That's all I'm trying to do.
Hey, I think he's gonna do that himself. If he just stay healthy, I mean,
Yeah, true.
Dude, it's incredible.
30
I really
snaps.
think that.
and then Shador's gonna be. He's gonna throw it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they both gonna be out
And
there.
then,
If one of those other quarterbacks drop, I don't know. I don't want to see them drop though. Drop a game, you know.
I mean, and then it's gonna be hard, bro. I mean, this guy's a salesman and all of that. He be backflipping and shit, doing all that shit. That boy gonna win it. It's got to go to him.
Yeah.
I agree. All right. Well, that is it for tonight. Appreciate everyone joining us. Like, subscribe. Make sure you check out the other content from our current student athletes at Georgia. I'm going to try to get some more shows this week as we get ready for Ole Miss. We'll be back live with another show. Are y'all down for Wednesday night? Wednesday night?
Dang.
Whatever.
We'll be back live Wednesday night, most likely 8 p.m. Eastern. We will keep you posted on socials. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you later on in the week. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah, funny.
Hey, they gonna beat Texas Tech.